Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Sputnik.
Yeah.
Have you seen Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie about Queen?
Uh-uh.
I watched it, finished watching it last night. It was like pretty freaking good. And now I have a lot of Queen stuff in my head.
That's not a bad thing.
I didn't finish it.
Okay. Hi. Got some model today. I was gonna say multiples, but just the one model. And then if you want to scooch a little bit more,
Oh.
or like that way, just so we can be distant, 6 feet apart.
No, I'm going to say more.
I'll just be like my usual spot next to the window. Cool. And I think we're set up. Oh, good morning. Okay, so we're going to be starting in Shavasana. Lying down on your backs. Lights dimmer. Okay, and this morning we're going to be starting in Shavasana, lying on our backs. And we're going to be working on some core today. So activating the core yoga style, which is the entire trunk stability. So, not just your beautiful washboard abs, but everything around. Wrapping those muscles to the sides and into your back. So, supporting your lower back and functionality. So, disclaimer as always, listen to yourself and your body. You are the best teacher. What I'm offering is just an offering. So respect yourself. And you're taking this on at your own risk to good health. That's your risk. So take a moment here to connect to your breath. Just start to notice the inhales and exhales this morning. The quality of them. Maybe close your eyes and try to take a longer inhale, maybe for 4 or 5 seconds. Hold it at the top. And exhale for as long as your inhale was. Now keep the length of your inhales and exhales, but try to inhale into your belly first. Expand your belly like a balloon, and then if you can, expand in the second part into your chest and up to your collarbones. And then release it slowly. Reverse, starting with the chest into the belly. Connect to yourself here. Notice your energy levels. As a coffee addict, you can not only admit that your breath is better than coffee. You're waking yourself up. And if you want to start incorporating some ujjayi breath, that whisper in the back of your throat, open your mouth, and like you're fogging a mirror on your exhale. And the next time you do that, close your mouth halfway. You can make that ujjayi breath as loud or as soft as you want, depending on whatever your style is. Start to bring movement into your fingers and toes. Wiggle your toes and maybe brush each fingertip with your thumb. We roll the wrists, the ankles, bend at the elbows, and reach your arms overhead. Nice long stretch. Get into some core. And then plant the soles of your feet behind your hips. And plant your palms on top of your thighs. So there's two main ways we're going to be acting for the front of the core. With a long spine and with like a cat rounded, that core flexion. So you have a rounded hunch versus long spine. Both ways, we can activate the core well. So with the long spine, the back can help us with our alignment here. Having your hands press into your thighs, bring your feet, your shins parallel to the ground so that you're in like a upside down tabletop position with your thighs and your hands pressing into each other. And then can you stop, avoid any arching in your back, and press your hands into your thighs as you try to bring your thighs to your chest. So it should look like nothing's happening, but you're working really hard in that core. Trying to keep a long spine, so you're pressing your legs away at your thighs and trying to bring those thighs into your chest. And you release the work and plant with the soles of your feet. We're going to do that 2 more times. So connect your spine. See what it's like if you start to sort of tuck your tailbone and press your lower back into the ground versus the curve of your spine with your lower back a little bit off the ground slightly. So you can play around whatever works best for you. And we'll do it again. So palms of your hands on top of your thighs. Bring your shins parallel to the ground in your upside down tabletop position. Inhale before you press, and then exhale, activate that core, press your hands into your thighs, bring your thighs to your chest. That'll be your breathing mantra. Inhale to elongate the spine, and then exhale to crunch and activate the core. Another few breaths here. Exhale to crunch. And inhale, release, soles your feet back down. Take a recovery breath here, and then we'll jump right back into it. Last one last time. All right, hands to the thighs, shins parallel to the ground. And as you exhale, press your hand into your thighs and your thighs into your chest. All right, and release that effort and bring your hands behind your head. So bring your fingers either interlaced or just the fingertips at the base of your skull. And keep your elbows out wide this whole time. I'm going to do a couple toe taps. So keeping your legs in tabletop position, just bring your toes down to touch the floor. And then your shins back up parallel. A couple toe taps like this. If you want to do your right and left separately, that's totally fine, or keep it together. And then as your next exhale, you crunch your legs up. Bring your chest off the ground. Try to get your shoulder blades up as you exhale and crunch up. So we're going to do the other type of core now, right? Where we're rounding in the back. Try and keep your elbows out wide. Don't use your elbows to crunch in. Keep this up at your own pace. Inhale, touch the toes, and exhale, crunch everything up. Inhale, tap the toes. Exhale, crunch up. We're going to take a breath, release the head, release the feet to the ground. Take a nice little recovery here. And I'm gonna either keep your knees bent is totally fine, or if you want to challenge yourself, you can have straight legs up to the ceiling. So take a morning to those hamstrings. If you're going to straighten your legs up to the ceiling, maybe a little moonwalk on the ceiling. Wake up those hamstrings. And keep your knees straight or bent, whatever works for your body. We're going to do a little bit of side twisting in the crunch this time. So it's going to be like a bicycle, but you're not going to try to get your elbow to your knee. You're just going to bring your chest up. So you're going to get your chest up towards the left leg as you release your right leg to hover over the ground. And then exhale to reach your chest up to that left leg. And then inhale back to center. Keep your shoulder blades off the ground and switch your legs. Inhale to center. Exhale to crunch. Inhale center. Exhale, your chest reaches up towards the knee. Inhale center. Exhale crunch. And if you'd like, this next round, you can release your hand from behind your head and reach your arm to the outside of that leg that's up. And then you have it just by your hips. At center, release it over. Reach over to crunch up to the opposite side. Crunching. See if you can find more depth that way. A few more breaths here. Inhale to center. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to center. Exhale to crunch. One last time each side. Come back to center. Release your feet to the ground. Release your hands to the ground. Sway your knees side to side, a little bit of a windshield wiper twist. And then hug your knees in to your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. A little Tadasana. And then roll up and back and come to a seat. So an easy sitting pose, with your legs crossed. And stand, or if you're sitting, sit up tall. Try and stack your shoulders over your hips. And then bring your arms up above your head. Your arms in line with your ears, while you're still drawing your lower ribs towards your hip bones. You're nice and stable in the core. You're going to look over to the left and then twist your body towards the left, not using your arms as a lever. Use those internal levers to twist your chest towards the left. And then inhale back to center. And then inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, twist your entire chest over to the right. Looking towards the right, twisting your chest towards the right. Arms still reaching up. Shoulders release away from your ears. Bring your shoulder blades into your back. Inhale back to center. You plant your palms and roll over into a tabletop position. This time we'll do a normal tabletop position, not the upside down tabletop. So we're going to go through a couple cat-cows at your own pace. So cow, as you inhale, bring your chest through your arms and bring Bring your tailbone to the sky as well. And then as you exhale, ground your back to the sky. Maybe tuck your chin. Try to reach your chest towards your thighs. And through that at your own pace. Inhaling for cow and expanding the chest towards the front of the room. And exhaling for cat. Doming your back to the sky. Try to keep your core engaged in both cat and cow. Don't let your belly drop and hang in the cow. And as you exhale and round to the cat, see if you can draw your low ribs and your hip bones closer together. 3 more like that. And then on the next inhale, come back to a neutral spine in tabletop. I'm going to do a little bit of stabilization here in bird dog. So reach your right arm in line with your ear out in front of you, towards the front of the room. Try to get that upper arm externally rotating. Try to get your bicep or your inner upper arm towards the sky. And then reach your left foot up in line with your hip. Toes flexed and pointed down to the ground. Holding here and stabilizing. Bringing your abdominal walls up, if you can. Reaching your belly button up. As you exhale, crunch your knee and elbow together underneath you. And inhale, reach long. Reach your arm and your leg away from each other. One long line from fingertips to your heel. And exhale to crunch. Inhale, elongate. And exhale to crunch. Inhale, elongate. And exhale to crunch. Inhale to elongate. And hold. Notice your spine here. Try to get your head in line with the rest of your spine so you have a long back of your neck. And bring the outer hips reaching towards each other so that your toes on your left foot are facing directly down, not out to the side. And exhale, release that work. Release your hand and your leg. And just do one cat-cow in between. Inhale for cow. Reaching your chest forward. And exhale, doing your back to the sky for cat. And inhale, come back to center of the neutral spine. And to the left arm, straight forward. Try to bring your upper arm in line with your ear. Same action as before, externally rotating that upper arm and the shoulders out here. And then reach your right leg up in line with your hip. Right toes facing the ground. Holding here. Elongate. Reach your fingers more forward and your heel more back. Engage the arm and the leg in the floor. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, bring your elbow and knee together underneath you. Bring it also together and in. Can you bring it up more in towards your chest? Inhale to elongate. And exhale, touch them together and reach them up. Inhale to elongate. Exhale, touch in and bring it up. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, crunch in, up. One last time. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, crunch in, up. Inhale, elongate. And hold it here. claw your fingertips of your right hand into the ground. Get the weight out of your wrist. Give something else to focus on. And exhale, release your hand, release your knee. Bring your toes to touch, maybe your knees out wider than hips width distance. Sit your butt back towards your heels. And stretch your arms long in front of you for child's pose. Extended child's pose. So activate by pressing the hands into the ground to reach your elbows off the floor, while still releasing your shoulders away from your ears by that external rotation. Try to bring your biceps up to the sky or your elbow pits. Keep going. Bring the eye of your elbow pits up to the sky. Look forward in between your hands. Come back to your tabletop position. Tuck your toes under in your table. We're going to come to bear in the air, which is just a big way of saying you're going to hover your knees off the ground 1 inch and hold it there. With a long spine, activate that core and hover your knees. Holding here and breathing. It's all about that slow core. A few more breaths. Inhale, elongate your spine. Exhale, activate the core. Keeping those knees back inch off the ground. One more breath. Inhale, release your knees to the ground. Sit back into child's pose one more time. Take a breath in your child's pose. Connect to yourself. We're here for you. Thank yourself for showing up, even if you're going to hate me for the core. Look in between your hands. Tuck your toes under. Reach your hips up to the sky. Bring you down facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bring your elbow pits to the sky. As you reach your hips up, maybe bend the knees to elongate that spine forward, giving a little bit of length in those legs, straightening them out if you'd like. Engaging through the quads to reach your balls of the feet into the ground. Clawing each fingertip into the mat, activating the arms, and reaching your chest towards your knees. Maybe bring your head up a little bit in line with your upper arms. And slowly shift forward into plank. Bring your toes to touch each other. Just holding a plank, either up on your hands or on your forearms. Whatever feels best for you. If you're up on your hands, claw your fingertips into the mat so that the weight is in the palms and it's not just weighing back in your wrists. Try and bring your elbow pits to the front of the room. Broaden across your collarbones. Activate those legs. Engage those quads. Try and bring those abdominal walls up. And then see if you can dome your back, starting with the shoulders, and then roll through your spine to a downward facing dog. Going from that long spine forward to the dome spine. Bring your feet back to hips width distance. Brought them closer. Looking back, go ahead and walk your hands back towards your feet. Nice, easy forward fold, bend, generous bend in the knees here. Maybe grab opposite elbows for a ragdoll fold. Swaying here if you'd like. Side to side. Bending the knees. Keep your feet hips width distance, or if you want more, you can bring your toes to touch. And then come to stillness with your arms Release the hands to the ground if they reach. Shake your head yes, and shake your head no. Release that neck. We're working the core, not the neck. Release that out. You're going to come up halfway in the spine, so keeping the bend in your knees. Elongate your spine and come to 90 degrees at the hips, hinting at the hips. Bringing your fingertips to the outside of your shins with your calves where they sort of meet. And holding here, elongate your head forward to the front of the room, your tailbone to the back of the room, weight more in the balls of the feet. Holding here, activate through the entire trunk, the back and the front body. And exhale, fold it down. We'll inhale up to standing, rolling through the spine, stacking one vertebrae on top of each other. Ragdoll, rise, up to standing. In Tadasana, feet hip width distance or toes touch, whatever you like. We'll do traditional Tadasana mountain pose. Hands down by your side, elbow pits reaching forward, draw them across your collarbones, reaching your lower ribs towards your hip bones. Say hello to that core. Release the work in your butt. Reach your tailbone towards the backs of your thighs and activate those legs without squeezing in the glutes. Strong and steady like a mountain. Inhale, circle your arms out and up overhead for Tadasana, arms overhead, or Urdhva Hastasana. And then exhale, dive forward with your chest, let your arms go out to the side, bend your knees to fold forward. Inhale for that half lift. And exhale, walk your hands forward to the front of the mat to come to a high plank. Knees up or down for this one. We're going to shift forward and bend our elbows into a chaturanga, 90-degree angle with those elbows. Knees up or down. Bring your belly all the way to the ground. Release that work. Press the tops of your feet into the ground. And on your inhale, peel your chest up off the ground into your low cobra. Inhaling for a nice little mini back bend. Over the hands if you like. And exhale, bring your head back to the ground. Bring your fingertips in line with your nipples. Here. Tuck the toes, activate the legs. Bring the entire front of your legs off the ground. And as you press into your hand, hook. And exhale, shift back to downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. If you lost your diet, can you find it again? Reconnect to your breath. Look forward in between your hands. Step, walk, or float your feet in between your hands. Inhale, long spine, half lift. Weight in the ball of the feet. And exhale, fold. Inhale, this time with a long spine. Reach your arms out and up overhead as you come to standing with your arms in line with your ears. And exhale, reach your hands down through center to your Tadasana. So I'll run through a more traditional, so you're going to start A this time. You can stick to that modification if you'd like, or come with me for a little adventure. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive to fold. Inhale for a half lift. Bend the knees to plant the hands. Keep your spine long as you step or jump back directly into chaturanga. Skip plank if you're jumping back. Inhale, upward facing dog, 4 points of contact, tops of the feet and the hands. broaden across your collarbones. And then exhale, maybe roll over the toes. Stay here for a few breaths. Come forward on your inhale. Shift forward into plank. You bring your toes to touch. And then on your next exhale, bring your right knee into your chest. Round your chest slightly to bring your right knee up into your chest. And try to get this. Hug it into your chest. And then reach it over and try to touch your left elbow. And then maybe reach it over to touch your right elbow. And just a couple times, play around. Left elbow, right elbow, back of the center. Left elbow, right elbow. Keep that long core and long spine here. And then release your right foot back. Come back to a strong plank. Take a break in your shoulders if you need. Or come in for a little bit more for the other side. Exhale your left knee into your chest. Give it a kiss. Play around with rounding your spine to the sky or keeping a long spine. And then bring your elbow to, or your knee to your left elbow, and then to your right elbow. And back. Bring it across, bring it over, and bring it. A few more times. And then release your left foot back to plank. Hold plank for another second. And then release the knees, come back to child pose. This time in child pose, bend your elbows and bring the palms of your hands to the back of your neck. Reaching up. Release. Shoulders. Plant your hands. Tuck your toes. And exhale to downward facing dog. Tadasana. Next inhale. Look forward in between your hands. And then exhale. Step, walk, or float your feet to your hands. Inhale for a half lift. And exhale. Inhale, reach your arms out and up overhead. Come to standing with your arms up. And exhale to Tadasana. Holding Tadasana for another breath. Bring your toes to touch and your heels slightly apart. We're going to sit back into our awkward chair. So bring your hands to your hips to start. And if you want to stay here the whole time, that's totally fine. Sit back, start to bend your knees as if you're sitting into a chair. Bring all 10 toes off the mat. The weight's in the heels here. Bring your chest up as you reach your hips down. Maybe adding the arms here. On your inhale, bring your upper arms in line with your ears sitting low. One more breath in. And exhale, fold forward. Release. Inhale for a half lift. And exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank or jump directly into chaturanga, bent elbows. Inhale, up dog or low cobra. And exhale, Downward facing dog. Bring your right knee into your chest. Shift forward. Maybe pop up on those right fingertips to plant your right foot without bringing the knee to the outside of your shoulders. Plant the sole of your left foot to the ground, setting up for warrior two here. Angling the left toes in slightly. Right heel in line with your left arch. Bending into that right knee. Reaching up with your left arm and circle yourself up to warrior two. Wrap that right butt underneath you as you bend deeply in that right knee. And here, warrior two. Keeping that back left leg engaged and strong, as if you're simultaneously trying to rip the mat apart with your feet and mend it back together. Opposites. Try and do all of it at once. That's what yoga is. Reach your left palm, or your right palm up to the sky. And then let your left hand touch your left thigh and reach up for a reverse warrior. Maybe all the way over, stretching out that right side, keeping the bend in your right knee. Maybe wrapping that left arm around your waist. Another breath in here to elongate. Next breath in, come back through warrior two. Maybe plant your right forearm to your right thigh, bringing your left arm up over your head for a side angle. Bring it up to the sky, and then maybe bring it in line with your ear, reaching it up and over. This time, bringing your elbow pit towards your face. And then maybe, because we're doing core, reach that right arm in line with the left, like your Tadasana in Tadasana arms, overhead, but over to the side. Keeping your arms there, or releasing to the first way we did it. We're going to do some core warriors. So inhale back through center, and warrior two with your arms up overhead. Take an exhale here. Inhale, reach both arms back for a reverse warrior with both arms up overhead, reaching both arms to the left side of the room. Inhale through center. Warrior two legs, arms go through the ceiling. And then exhale into side angle, maybe keeping your arms up overhead or releasing your forearm. Do that a couple times at your own pace. Inhale through center, warrior two with the arms up. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale through center. Exhale into side angle. One more time. Inhale through center. Exhale, reverse warrior. And inhale through center again. And exhale, side angle. And then release your palms to frame your right foot. And step back into a plank. Folding plank for an extra second. Now roll over. Bring your toes to touch. Roll over onto the right foot. Stacking your left over your right. Coming into a side plank. Reaching that left arm overhead. We're going to do a couple scoop throughs. So bringing your left arm through your right armpit. Bringing your chest to face down to the ground as you exhale. And then inhale, bring it up to the sky. All right, exhale to crunch, scoop your left arm under your right elbow. And inhale, reach it up to the sky. One more time, exhale to scoop. And inhale, reach. Come back to the plank. Knees up or down, shifting forward. Flow through, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. So always skip Your vinyasa pose, go right to down dog if you need. Bring your left knee into your chest. Maybe pop on your left fingertips so that you can bring your left foot directly under your chest. Planting that back right foot. Angling those toes in slightly, setting up for warrior two on the other side. Left heel in line with right arch this time. Bending that left knee, reaching your right arm up to the sky to bring you up to warrior two on the other side. Holding your warrior two here, maybe bring your palms face up to release your shoulders down your back. And face back down. Wrapping that left butt underneath you, keeping that back right leg strong. One more breath in. The next inhale, reach your left palm to the sky, reaching it up and over as you fold into your reverse warrior, bringing your right arm to your right thigh or wrapping it around your waist. Keeping that bend in your knee. One more breath. Exhale. Come back to warrior two. Maybe planting your left forearm on your left thigh, bringing your right arm to the sky, maybe bringing it over in line with your ear for side angle. One here for breath. Bring that elbow pit more towards your face. Maybe bring that left arm in line with your right. You know what we're starting to do. Inhale through warrior two with your arms up overhead. Then exhale, reverse warrior. Maybe both arms stay up. Inhale through center. Exhale, side angle. Maybe both arms stay up in line with your ear. Extra breath here to start. Inhale through center. Get the rhythm of your own breath. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale through center, warrior two, arms overhead. Exhale through your side. Inhale, warrior two, arms up. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale for side angle. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, reverse. Inhale up. And exhale, side angle. And then plant your hands by the side of your left foot. Pop that right heel up. Step that left foot back to plank. Toes together. Roll to the left edge of your feet. Stacking your right on top of your left. For your side plank. And then next, exhale, crunch your right arm underneath your left armpit. Looking down, chest faces down. And inhale, expand your arm up. Exhale to crunch. And inhale, expand. Two more times. Exhale to crunch. Inhale, expand. Last time. Exhale to crunch. And inhale, expand, side angle. Come back to plank. Plant both palms onto the ground. Plant knees up or down. Flow through if you'd like. Shifting forward for chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog, low cobra. And exhale, downward facing. Holding here for a few breaths. I think you're doing great. It's one way to wake yourself up in the morning. Between your hands. Exhale, step forward, float your feet in between your hands. And then we're going to inhale directly into chair. Sitting your hips back toward your heels, light in the toes. You need to bring those arms up by your ears. Sit back in the chair. And exhale, fold it all forward, let it go. Inhale for a half lift. And exhale, fold. Coming up to standing. Inhale, arms sweep up with your body overhead. And exhale, hands through center, down to your sides, back to Tadasana. Reconnecting here. Release that butt flesh, but activate the legs. Bring your lower ribs towards your hip bones. Stacking your shoulders over your hips. And then inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive with a long spine, forward fold. Inhale for a half lift. With that long spine, bend your knees to plant your hands, step back to plank, or jump directly into chaturanga. Inhale for an upward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And exhale for your downward facing dog. Adho Svanasana. Bring your right knee into your chest, same as last time. Don't bring it outside the arms. And plant it in between your hands. Stay up on the left ball of the foot. You can walk it out towards the left edge of your mat if you like. We're going to come to a high lunge, Anjaneyasana. Bring your chest forward, hover the hands off the ground, and then reach your arms up overhead as you come into your high lunge. Bend that back left knee slightly to bring your shoulders stacked over your hips. And engage, tucking that tailbone slightly to support the lower back. And then keeping your arms up overhead, look to the right. Twist your chest over to the right. Using those internal levers one last time. Stretch up on your inhale. And twist over on your exhale. Inhale back through center. Plant your hands on either side of your right foot. Put the left knee to the ground on top of those toes. Maybe stay here, shifting forward and back, stretching out those hip flexors. Sometimes I like to engage when we're doing core work. Give me a little stretch. Point your hands on the side of your right foot. You can also come to your fingertips, and if you'd like to jump switch, go for it. Pop your left knee up, and then jump switch your left foot with your right. And high lunge with the left foot. You're going to bring your right foot over to the right a little bit, giving yourself more space to balance. Bending in the left knee deeply, slightly in the right back knee. Hovering your fingertips off the ground, reaching your chest forward with a long spine. Maybe bring your arms up overhead as you bring your torso up, right? Slight bend in that back right knee to engage those lower abdominals to support your lower back. Inhale to elongate. Maybe exhale, look to the left, reach your chest towards the left. Inhale to elongate here, and exhale to twist. Inhale back through center. Plant your hand on either side of your left foot. Place the right back knee to the ground, untap those toes. Shift forward and back. Give yourself a little hip flexor stretch. And if you like doing that jump switch, you can do a couple bunny hops into handstand play. Plant both hands onto the ground, stepping back directly into downward facing dog. Looking forward at your hands, making sure they're shoulder width distance, pressing your fingertips into the ground, bringing your hips up to the sky, coming up to your tippy toes, heels off the ground, maybe walking in a few little steps. And as you inhale, spring up to bring your knees into your chest for a little handstand play. And then gently land back down. You can stay in downward facing dog if you like, or play around. Try and bring your heels to your butt as you bring your knees to your chest. A few more times if you'd like. Play around. Come back to downward facing dog. Plant your knees onto the ground. Shift back into child pose. Walk your hands towards your knees, coming up to seated position. Staying tall here, or seated Tadasana. Long spine here, engaging through the core. Maybe give yourself a couple shoulder rolls. Shoulders up to the ears and hold them back. You can incorporate the arms to do a little shoulder rolls. Bring them up and back. And then reverse it. Bring it back and up. Whatever you gotta do to shake it out. Sit your hips to one side and bring your feet out in front of you. Crab walk to wherever you want to be on your mat. But you have to scuttle properly if you're okay. You can bring your hands in towards your hips or fan them out to the side. I've actually found that fanning out to the side feels better on my shoulders. And then bring your heels in line with your hips, but walk them out a few steps. Don't let them be too close into your hips because we're coming into reverse table. Take a breath here. Release it. Exhale as you expand your chest up to the sky, broaden across your collarbones, and then inhale, lift your hips up. Reaching your hips and your chest up. You can drop your head back so your head's in line with your spine, but be careful dropping it all the way back if that's not right for your neck. Stamping into the heels, keeping those hips lifted. And exhale, release your butt down. Keeping your hands where they are, and your feet may be where they are. If you want to do reverse table one more time, or if you want to play around with reverse plank, straighten the legs out in front of you. Inhale, broaden across your chest. Exhale, reach your chest up for breath. And inhale, hips up. Reverse plank or reverse table. Inhale, up and hold. Standing into the heels wherever you are. Trying to bring your hips further up to the sky. And exhale, sit your butt back down. Shake your legs out, release your arms. And of course, we're doing a little bit more. We gotta slowly roll down to our backs, one vertebra at a time, trying to bring this abdominal wall in, sucking your belly button into your spine. Not puffing it out. Release down to your back. Setting up for bridge. Planting the heels in line with your hips. And then your version of bridge, you don't have to come up very high. As you inhale, stamping the heels to bring the hips up. You can stay here, or if you'd like, to interlace the fingers underneath of you and fold your shoulders underneath of you. It could be a nice chest opener here. Stamping through the heels, making sure your knees stay in line with your hips a little split out. Stay here, just a few breaths. Exhale. Release your hips. Roll your arms out from underneath you. Maybe stack your right heel over your left knee. Well, figure four. You can bring that in towards your chest if you'd like. Wrapping your fingertips underneath your thigh. Keeping that in towards your chest, release your arms out to a T in line with your shoulders, or cactus, arms in line with your shoulders. Bring that figure forward into your chest, using those internal levers, and letting it fall over to the left. Stamp your right foot onto the ground with figure four twist. Looking straight up to the ceiling or over to the right. You can play around with letting your right knee fall in or pressing it out to give yourself a little outer hip stretch, okay? Inhale. Keep resting. Uncross your right heel off of your left thigh to stack your heels and your knees on top of one another before bringing that back up through center. Maybe before on the other side. Bringing your left ankle, cross it over your right knee on your right thigh. Maybe bring that in if you'd like. Hug it in towards your chest. Interlacing the fingers behind the right thigh. Keeping a long spine, using the ground as a guide. Release your arms out to the sides in line with your shoulders. Keeping that figure four hugged in, using those muscles. And then exhale, release it over to the right, stamping your left foot onto the ground. Looking up or over to the left. Releasing your left ankle on the top of your right thigh, stacking your knee, your left knee on top of your right knee, your left heel on top of your right heel, and then bringing that back through center. And hug your knees into your chest, and rocking side to side. Taking whatever you need to relax, whatever your body's asking for. Maybe happy baby, reaching your arms on the inside of your knees to grab your outer edge of your feet. Bring it down. Rocking back and forth, maybe straightening one leg, be a ninja baby. Going back through center. And whenever you're ready, coming back to your Shavasana. Well-deserved Shavasana. Laying down your back, whatever comfortable for you. Crawling across the shoulders. Release your arms out, away from your body. Letting your feet flop open slightly. Releasing any tension over your hips, your legs. Letting that core release. Releasing through the face. Unclenching the jaw. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Thanking yourself for doing the work. Always listening to your body, respecting yourself. Releasing and controlling part of your breath. Stay here for as long as you need. You're ready. The next of doing it in your fingers and toes. Brushing your palms over each fingertip. Do that with your toes, I'll do the rest. Moving the wrists and ankles, elbows and knees. Maybe reach your arms up and overhead. Hold it, stretch. Bring your knees in front of your chest. And bring your left arm, moving it up by your left ear to roll over onto your left side using your arm to right. Using your right palm to help press yourself up to a seated position. And going into an easy seated position, whatever's right for you. You bring your hands into heart center, pressing your thumbs into your sternum, closing your eyes, thanking yourself for being here. Thank you for joining me. The energy in me honors and loves the energy in you. Or in other words, namaste. Thank you, beautiful mom, and thank you, virtual watchers. As always, all of the donations this week are going to go to charity. So if you want to donate through Venmo, Dax Lopez, that's 58, it'll be in the description. And we're going to start transitioning to in-person classes, hopefully. But next week, it will be pre-recorded. I will be out camping in the woods for work. So have a great morning.